All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening again. Today is November 21st, 2022. Welcome to our second session of our noontime webinar, corporate webinar. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This is a recording of our session. It will be shared in the back office as soon as we finish, as soon as we're done and download it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Welcome again, Michael. Thanks for being here. We are going to address some of the points, some of, the message from our CEO, Ash Mufareh, from everywhere. It's regarding our launch yesterday. So Michael, just have you say hello to everyone again.
Hello, everyone again. Folks, I don't know about you, but I'm, what's the word? I keep saying, excitement, excited. I'm not sure I can find the right word. How I'm actually feeling. Again, I'm not that one that, express. I'm not that crazy guy. That's Chris Johnson's role, right? That's that's just not me. I'm just calm and I don't know. All I know is I'm excited. That's the only word I can find, right? I guess my vocabulary is limited, Julie. Right? Yeah. But that's the only word I can find. I mean, I'm just excited, and I continue to be, because we all should know what is coming. As far as the next step and the next step and the next step. To see our 30-second video, and even to see just the logo itself, being streamed through these matches. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So yeah, I'm excited, and let's see what we can discuss for the next few minutes. Sure.
Wow, that's right. That's right. All right, so let's get started, Michael. When we have the countdown clock, right, and there are some countries that the time had gone to the end, the countdown time had gone to the end, and they went in and they see new changes in the back office. Well, before we go there, Mr. Mufareh the team has posted the message on the pop-up saying that do not sign in on Onpassive.com. Could you please emphasize this point and why, the reason why he said what he said?
Yeah, so again, we just have to follow instructions, right? I know we're all excited. I know we want to go try this and try that and jump in and, what do I do next? How do I get in? All these things. And we have all these questions. But all we have to do is stay the course, which is what? Just continue to wait, continue to be patient. Some folks were able to, get into the new Onpassive ecosystem, right, or OBS, and others are in the queues, right? So it will come your turn. You will be able to get in. We just have to be calm, but do not, I know myself anyways, I communicated to our ambassadors previously, that unless you want to just play with the old mail that was in your back office, right, didn't have to do anything with it, and then I know once it was communicated that, oh, you're gonna have to have an old mail account to sign in, then people all ran to the back office and they're creating all these things. I said, just relax, calm down, there's no rush. You create an account doesn't get you ahead of the line or something, none of that stuff, right? That's not the case. So once again, we're telling all brand ambassadors, right? Every single one of you, we're telling you all, just continue to be patient. Do not go to the corporate site. Do not go to onpassive.com and go register for an old mail account, okay? It defeats the purpose. You're creating more work for the team, okay? Which is what we don't want, okay? We just want all of us to follow the instructions. And where do we get the instructions from? Inside what we're referring to as your back office, the current back office that you know, when you log into your old founders account, inside there, okay, we've had several messages that have been posted by our CEO, okay? So the communication is going to come from there, right? Furthermore, when you log in to your back office there in old founders, okay, when you go in there, when it's your turn, you will see communication that tells you, okay, go ahead and click here now to set up your OBS. Go ahead and click here now to set up your Onpassive ecosystem. Like, you're going to see that message, folks, okay? And if it's there and you didn't see it for some reason, guess what? It's okay. Eventually, you will notice it. Eventually, you'll realize that, oh, okay, this is different. I didn't see this before. And then you'll click it, and then you'll do what you need to do. But there is no rush. You don't need to get in there today. You don't need to get in there tomorrow. If you don't get in for 3 days from, like, it's okay. Just know that we've always said no one will get left behind. So let's just follow the instructions that has been given to us. So our CEO is saying, do not go to onpassive.com and go register. That is for the public. Because guess what's happening right now? Okay, the branding campaigns, right? The company is putting out our brand throughout the World Cup. Okay, so if that be the case, you're going to have some folks that are curious. Oh, Onpassive.com. Oh, what's that all about? Right? Oh, crowdfunding and future of education and all these things, right? That the message is being conveyed. Okay, they're going to go to Onpassive.com. So the company don't want them to go there and then they look and, okay, wow, this is great. But okay, well, how do I join? How do I get in? How do I check out the free stuff? Like, what do I do? So you don't want to lose that visitors, folks. That's just marketing 101, right? You don't want visitors to come to your site and then they walk away. You want to be able to have a way to capture their information. Because guess what? When you capture their information, it means that you can communicate to them down the road, okay? We don't want to lose that. And so that's why the company has. So people are saying, well, okay, but who's going to get that? And it's not my link. And I thought the company says, nothing's going to go to the company and all this fancy. Come on, folks. Let's trust the process and knowing that everything that the company is doing, everything that is being done is in the brand ambassadors' best interest. Okay? So it's there for a reason. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, it has to go to a founder, not one founder, okay, but all of us. Okay, it's not going to be, well, okay, there's 10,000 that came today, and those 10,000 is going to Julie. No, okay, that would be nice, right, Julie? But no, that's not the case, nice. Though, right? That's not the case, right? So let's just slow down, take it easy, just knowing that there's no need to rush, right? Let's just continue to wait. When it's our turn, we'll jump in. We've been down this road before, right? Remember when we had our new old founders, right? And people were, oh, but I can't get this, and oh, I can't get. Remember when the demo products came in? Oh, but I can't get access to this, and I can't get, right? Well, all of us, we breathed, we took it easy, right? And then we were able to, okay, now I have access. Oh, I can't get into my back office, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then, okay, now I have access, right? So it doesn't matter what it is, okay? It's all going to be taken care of. And so let's all just follow the instructions. All right, back to you, Julie.
That's right, Michael. Okay, so I wanted to communicate a message from Mr. Mufareh. He had mentioned about this last night as well, but what he said here, we are almost there virtually, leaving the big chapter behind us, starting a fresh chapter. We are going to break it down piece by piece, and he doesn't want to throw too much at us right now. So stay calm and take each step at a time. Michael, many of us have been in for the last 4 years, have been seeing the development of Onpassive. It doesn't mean anything if we spend another day, 2 days, 3 days, or even a week to wait for this entire baby, cleaned up, debugs and take it all the crazy stuff that needed to make this beautiful baby of Onpassive. Could you talk about that?
Sure. I've been there since the beginning, back in 2018. So, as you just stated, okay, so you've been there for 4 years plus. What's another day? What's another week? What's another month, right? Now, don't get all excited. Oh my gosh, I have to wait for a month to get in. I'm not saying that. Understand the message, understand the point, right? The point is, if it's another day, okay. If it's another 3 days, okay, right? It just doesn't matter, folks. You're not gonna get in there and there's this bag of money that's waiting for you. Okay, so like if that's why people are rushing to get in, because well, but I want to get access to my funds. There's money sitting there waiting. That's not the case though, folks, right? One step at a time. The company says, our CEO has stated, as Julie read, one step at a time, bits and pieces, so that we can digest it, right? You don't take a, I don't know, hamburger and put the whole thing in your mouth, do you? I hope not. You don't take a steak and put the whole thing in your mouth, right? Okay, take a little piece, you put it inside, you chew it for a while, then you swallow, right? That's so, I would imagine that's so most of us, if not all of us, eat, right? We don't ever put everything, just shove it into our mouth. It's not going to end well when we do that and try to swallow everything at once, right? No, but little small bites, right? And so the company is doing just that, so that we're not overwhelmed, so that we're not panicking because, oh, I couldn't do this, oh, I couldn't do that. No, there's enough time for everything to be done. There's enough time for all of us to get in, right? No one, is going to be left out, right? If you have wrinkles, whatever, everything's going to be taken care of, folks, all in good time. Okay, but the company right now is focusing obviously on the campaigns that is going forward, right? So that we can reach out there and let the world know. Isn't that what we wanted? Isn't that what we wanted, to have the world know about Onpassive, that it's a real company, that it has real products, there's real people involved, there's real staff, right? That's what we wanted. So we're getting exactly what we wanted. Okay, and so that means if there's other things that you want or wanted and that you're looking forward to, guess what? In the fullness of time, you will also get that as well, right? So everything, in order, right? So right now, all we're simply doing is saying, when you log in to your old founder's account, okay, you will see a tab that's there. It's going to say register to OBS. Or it may say register to Onpassive ecosystem, okay? You will know what to do, folks, okay? And if you are helping someone with their account and stuff like that, okay, you just continue to help them, right? No one should be in a situation where they're isolated. I have no idea what to do. No one is here to help me. Oh my gosh, I made a wrong move. None of that stuff, folks, okay? Let's just continue to stay the course, trust the process, trust the company, trust our CEO, that we have the right people running this ship. That's all I care. When I get on a plane, Julie, right, I just want to know that, okay, the pilot's qualified, right? Like, we're good, right? And once I know that, I'm good. I just sit back and enjoy the ride. That's it. I'm not running in there, little turbulence, occurs, and I run in and knocking on. No, what are you guys doing inside there? Why is the plane going up and down? What's going on? You just sit there, you put on your seatbelt, and you sit there and you relax, okay? So it's the same thing, folks. Let's just sit back, enjoy the ride. No one said it was going to be just smooth all the way, right? There could be little bumps, okay? There's going to be little hiccups. That's okay, right? That's all part of the growing process. You understand? When that baby comes out, is that baby running 100 meters? No. Is that baby eating solid food? No, right? So we know what happens when a child is born, okay? We're going to see some changes, positive changes, but there's going to be some stumbling, right? Oh, the child is sick, and bring to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, child is better, right? Okay. The child's not latching on, so they're not getting the milk, blah, blah, blah. So you make some adjustments. You understand, folks, right? That's what's going to happen here with Onpassive, but the end result is what? Doesn't matter what's going on with the baby. People are excited. Oh my gosh, this is my first child, da, 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 da. You're so excited. Oh, here comes the second, you're excited about that newborn, right? And that's what we are right now. We are excited because the baby has been born. Okay, we are now streaming out to the public, okay, with our Onpassive business, meaning the public start to know Onpassive, 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 and more of that's going to happen, folks. And then we transition into the products then, okay, the free products then. Now they know it's all about, the focus is all about those free products. And then we transition to paid, you understand? There's a process, so there's a plan in place. And we just have to continue to trust the process, okay? And pretty soon, if you're not excited as we are, you will be, okay? Because, you know, being excited, right? Excitement is contagious. There's no doubt about that, okay? So hang on, folks, hang on.
Michael, I've received several, and I'm very sure other leaders around received several questions, and I know you brought this up before, that all the sign up right now through our onpassive.com, and then also I see in social media people start sharing the invitation link. Now, before the founder position ends, we do have the invitation link designated to our name, and now the invitation link, that invitation link is no longer working, but are there invitation link that designate in our name now? Because there is invitation link, oh, sign here, sign there, and understand how a lot of people thinking back into the old, you know, sign up the founders, they expecting to have everyone that sign in that they share will be going, I would say, became their customer. So could you clarify that? Do you understand the questions I'm asking?
Yep, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand it. And, you know, I had someone ask me that same question this morning, actually. And so, you know, my answer is simply to wait. Like, I just don't know why, you know, we feel the need to rush, right? We don't need to rush. Okay, no one's gonna, you know, go away and slip away and, you know, I'm trying to maximize the money I'm gonna make and this and all this fancy stuff. Folks, there's more than enough for everyone. There's nothing that you can do, by the way, that's gonna be greater than what the company will be able to do through its traffic resources, okay? They'll be able to reach, you know, a lot more individuals than you will for them to become customers, okay? So all we have to do is just wait, right? Once we get into the new OBS, right? Once we have, you know, dedicated link that is there for us, we can then utilize those, okay? But, you know, there's no need to be, you know, share. Just relax, enjoy the process. The journey is still alive. Right, the journey didn't end, folks. Okay, we're just transitioning, right? So just enjoy that, enjoy the process, and just know that in time you're going to have people creating accounts, and they're going to be coded to you. That's going to happen. Okay, that is going to happen. But right now, remember, we're trying to transition. We're trying to get all the founders, okay, every single one that has an account, all of them into the new Onpassive ecosystem. That's what we're doing right now, okay? So I wouldn't be, you know, out there, you know, getting links out and all these things. It's just not necessary. I can send someone to onpassive.com. That's okay, I can. If it's someone I know, of course I can. And I can say, listen, John, you got to see this thing, man. You know, here, watch this 30-second video, okay? And so when they watch the video, they're going to see it says onpassive.com, right? So they're going to go there. But I'm saying, but John, you know, don't take any action. I just want you to just watch it and see what's going on, right? And I'm going to get back to you. Okay, buddy? Simple as that. Nothing more, right? And so what's John going to do? John's going to watch the video, and he's either going to call me back and says, wow, this is pretty cool. Why didn't you tell me about this before, right? Or whatever, right? So the point is, you know, there's no need to rush because I have to get this person my link or that person my link and all these fancy. Come on, folks. Okay, remember now, Onpassive is something different. It's different. It's not what you're used to. It's not the old way of thinking, okay? It just isn't. So we have to just understand the direction that we're going in, okay, you're still going to win. Like, you know, just in case you're concerned about that, okay, you are going to win. That's why the sign is still there that says we are so in it to win it. Okay, if you weren't going to win, then we wouldn't be talking about winning. Okay, we're in a business. Onpassive is a business, right? And I know people join business to do what? Right? What do they join business for? They join business because businesses make money. They do. Even if it's a nonprofit, they still make money. Okay, right? Even if it's a charity, they still make money. You understand? Right? So the point is, we know why people join the business. Okay, Onpassive is no different in that regards. Okay, but sales have to be generated, customers have to come in, and so on and so forth. People have to purchase something. Okay, and that's how revenue is generated. All right, folks. Right. So again, let's just trust the process, knowing that everything is going to be taken care of, and we are in good hands. Okay, we have the best of the best. So as long as we have the best of the best, you know, why do we need to worry? Right? People just take a step back, slow down, relax, and we're good. All right, Julie?
Yes, Michael, it's so right. Let's look, I'm not really looking back, but I'm saying we know that in the past few months, the website onpassive.com has been changing, you know, now almost daily now. And every time that changes, there is a new link posted in the back office. Now, I want to draw everyone attention to is that whatever that link that come in the back office at this point, it's still driving traffic to onpassive.com, right? So it's not coded to your name until further notice, until Mr. Mufareh say, you guys, this is link number so-and-so, and it is now coded to your name. So I wanted to draw your attention to that. Michael, I'd like you to talk a little bit about the 3 videos that Mr. Mufareh and the team saying, you know, the first video is going to focusing on the brand, the second video is going to focusing on the free products, and the third videos that we are showing on WorkUp will be focusing on paid product. Could you let everybody know, in your opinion, as a marketer, as a leader here, why would he do that? And I think there is important part on what you are going to share, because we do talk about it, that everyone need to understand. And if you understand that, you will see and you will understand the brilliantness of Mr. Mufareh and the team behind the brand of Onpassive.
Absolutely. So, okay, you start a company, right? And the first thing you do is, oh, let me just get my products out there, Remember now, you're a new company. Nobody knows who you are. Okay? And so now you just try to get your product. Do you think people are going to jump and buy from you? They don't know you. They don't know who you are. Right? So Onpassive is, you know, is not going down that path. Right? We could have said, okay, it's open to the public, let's start to sell right away. Right? But again, we have the best of the best that's working on our behalf. So great minds came together and said, you know what? No. This is the best way to move forward. Okay? Let's continue to spread the word about our brand. Let's put Onpassive in people's mind, right? Let them get to know Onpassive, so that Onpassive becomes second nature to them. Okay, Onpassive becomes something that they're familiar with. Oh yeah, I remember I was watching the World Cup and I saw that name. Oh yeah, I remember Susie, you know, spoke to me about something called Onpassive. Oh, I remember, right? So that it's gonna bring to their remembrance, okay, that Onpassive is a safe company. Onpassive is a company that can help me accomplish my goals, right? Onpassive can help my business become more efficient. You understand? Onpassive can help me save money. Onpassive can help me have everything under one umbrella. Like all these different things, right? So you want to get that brand out there, that message out there, right? And so when you do that by brand, Then you come in a soft approach. You're still not trying to sell them stuff. Soft approach. Oh, by the way, you can get access to a couple of our products for free, right? So that's part of the branding, right? Because as the brand message goes out there, remember now, onpassive.com, they're going to go to onpassive.com and check it out. Okay, so they're going to see what we have to offer, but it's a soft approach. Okay, it's friendly. You're not trying to bang somebody over the head by saying, buy my product, buy my product, buy my. You're not trying to do that. Okay, so the company knows what they're doing from a marketing standpoint. And then you take the focus now off the brand, right? And they put it on to the free products. It doesn't mean that branding is still not going on. It's just that the focus now becomes on the free products. Okay, so you still have brand awareness, right? But instead of the focus being just brand awareness, the focus is now the free product. The same way while branding is going on, they have access to the free product, right? They can register for free, right? But the focus is not on that. The focus is more on brand, brand, brand. This is who we are. This is what we can do, all of that, okay? And then now, once you've gone through the focus part of the free products, right? Lots of people love stuff for free. We've spoken many, many times about the, why people will come in. I think I mentioned, whereby study was done and they said like offering something free, right? Drive up sales by 2,000%, right? 2,000, right? Like 2 with 3 zeros, okay? And percent after it, right? 2,000% it drives up sale. So again, the company knows what they're doing. It's effective to be able to offer something for free. So the company's going to focus on that, okay? And then now, once you've gone through branding, you put the image of Onpassive in their mind, okay? You've invited them to come access us free. So it's on us, it's not on you, okay? Now you ask them for the sale, okay? Now you ask them for the sale. It's brilliant, folks. In time past, even offline, when I remember working for this particular institution, and so clients would come to me, right, and would sit down in the office, and I go through what I went through with them, and I didn't ask them for the sale then and there. I told them, okay, let's meet again a second time, come back into the office, blah, 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 and we'll, go through all the analysis, all these things, right, we're going to share with you. I could have asked for the sale in that first meeting, okay, but no, right? Let them get to know me a little bit in that meeting. I get to know them. We're filling each other out. Okay, they kind of like me. Okay, once I know they like me, the sale is a done deal. It doesn't matter what I'm actually selling them. They're gonna buy. Because first of all, I'm giving them something that is good for them. I'm not trying to give them some shady thing. It's a good product, I already know that, right? But because now that relationship is there, okay? When they come back, they're looking forward to come back and see me, right? Because I'm telling them, stay tuned, right? So, okay, what's next, right? They come back in, they sit down with me, like they're ready to just open that checkbook and write. You understand, folks? So there's an art to it. The company knows what they're doing. Let's get the brand out there. Let's then talk about some free products. Now let's ask them for the sale. You understand? And so that's what the company's doing, and it is just brilliant. Brilliant. Hats off to the team. Hats off to Mr. Mufareh, the whole media team, everyone that's involved, right? It's just brilliant.
Absolutely. It's brilliant to what they're doing. And, I love free products. I love free stuff, right? In our life nowadays, we said, oh, this is free. We may not value that as much, but if you truly understand the products of Onpassive, the free products will reeling people into your business, right? We'll keep doing it. So the next thing that I want to talk about, Michael, and I always say this to people, you got to treat your founder position as your business, right? This is just not simply a 97 expenditure of a business. To me, to my belief, whether or not I have one person in my customer, now I'm going to refer the people that I invited as a founder, I'm referring to them as customer. whether or not I have one customer, whether or not I have 100, 1,000 customers, they are my customer, right? So now I could have lost my thought, but what I'm trying to say is that you got to treat your founder position as if it is your multi-millions dollar business. Is it going to be multi-millions dollar the day that we start selling, or is it going to be a multi-millions dollars in the next 5 years, 10 years? Multi-millions or multi-billions is all depend on how many customers you have in your business, right? There's no surprise. I'm going to refer this to Apple. Apple, if they were to come out a phone or a product, they advertise it for many, many months, right? And then they put the brand out there, which they're already out there, but they advertise the product, and then they keep reeling people in. Before Apple opened a business to sell a new product, they got people camping outside for days to go into their business. And that's how my mindset is when I treat my own position, founder position, as a business. Therefore, before Onpassive, having the products to sell, making money, like what Michael said, I want to reel in customer waiting for me, to buy that product. I'm very proud and very blessed to say that all the founders that I invited to be with me, they are my paid customer. And that's how my attitude is. That's how my thinking of treating my own Onpassive founder positions, right? Whether or not I have one or two or three or hundreds. So that's a kind of mindset I want to have. This is my business. This is why I am taking the ownership of my own founder positions. I'm fired up, Michael. Please take the mic away from me.
And you ought to be, Julie, absolutely, because you fully understand what it is that you're engaged in. You fully understand your business. You've taken ownership of your business that we talked about earlier, right? And so when we talk about, our account, our business, however they want to refer to it as, the point is, you paid $97 to get in, okay? But yet it's not a $97 business. It costs way more than that, folks. And we're not just saying it, right? You can do the math yourself. Go online and find, similar, find companies that may have similar products, okay? And do the math yourself, add it all up, okay? See what it will cost, right? It's gonna cost way more than $97. Right, that's for sure, okay? For you to have a good bulk mailer, it's gonna cost you hundreds of dollars a month, right? So right there, that alone, you understand? So, we know the value of what we have. We see what the e-learning market space, what's that all about? Billions upon billions of dollars, right? So if you know what your business is capable of, then naturally you're going to be excited, because you can understand that if I supply people with something that they're going to love, okay, on the back end, it's a complete win for me as a business person, because that means money is coming in. Customers equals money, right? If I have a customer and they bought something, I just made some money, right? That's just how it works. That's how business works, okay? So the more customers I have, absolutely, the more money I will make, okay? But at the end of the day, I just need to focus on providing the people them with value, right? As long as I can provide them with value, the money will take care of itself. Obviously, we need money to pay bills. That's an obvious one. Every single one of us, right? We need money to pay our bills, right? Whether you have a mortgage, whether you rent, whether you got car payments, student loans, whatever the case may be. You just want to vacation. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything costs money. You're not going to take a vacation for free. Not a real vacation anyways, right? It's not going to be for free, okay? You need to go get a new car. It's not going to be for free. You understand, folks, right? So everything costs money. So we engaged in a business whereby we can provide a product or products, right, or even a service to the public. They purchase it, we make money. Any business and every business, that's how they work, okay? If it's legit, that's how it works. Simple as that. You got to be able to sell a product or sell a service, okay? Provide a service, same thing. And so you generate income from that. So I know that with my Onpassive business, we are in a situation whereby we can have, more than 1 billion customers, right? We can have that. So if we can have that, and there's only 1.4 million of us, right? You do the math, okay? And you're gonna have customers. So you can have 1 billion customers, for example, but you can have 1 billion customers that purchase 10 products each. It doesn't mean you have 1 billion customers. Oh, well, it's 1 billion customers, only 1.4 million. So it doesn't work like that, right? The point is, if I break it down and I have 1,000 customers, those 1,000 customers could buy 2 products, 3 products, 5 products, 10 products, right? Still the same 1,000 customers. I don't need to continue to get more customers. I could have 1,000 customers and all of them could purchase multiple products, and that's going to take care of me financially. Okay, so understand that, folks. Okay, and so collectively, yes, the more customers I have, the more money I'll make. But at the end of the day, it's all about customers. What are you providing them? How can you get, the amount of customers that you're looking for? How? It's based upon what we have that Onpassive is providing to the world. So here comes the value, right? Here comes these great features, okay? Oh, here's a crowdfunding platform that they can use. Oh, here's a, email service that they can use. Doesn't cost them anything. Oh, here's ONet. So again, these free products, you're giving value to the customer. You're gaining their trust. You're gaining their loyalty, okay? And as you do so, they will buy from you, folks. That's just how it works. So it's okay to get 1 million free customers. Like it's okay. It's okay to get as many as you possibly can, right? But because they have to come in and they have to be real people. The company has mechanisms in place to make sure that they're real. Because it's not about numbers, okay? It's not about, well, let me just throw a whole bunch of dummy accounts in. No, every account is verified. Every account is going to be real, okay? And so we should cherish, the free customers that we have and that we will have, because there's value to that, okay? And there's other things, that we can talk about. There's other platforms out there we know of that have a lot of free people. They've got a free account here, a free account there, didn't pay for that account, and all these things. And then what the companies do, they're able to monetize that. So there's lots of value. There's so many different ways you can look at it. But the bottom line is there's value to having these free customers. So the company, again, knows what it's doing, right? So understand, folks, that this thing is just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The best of the best.
Not only that, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I see. Win, across the board.
That's just your name, Julie. That's just your name.
There you go. I even forget to, about it. But Michael, let's talk about the message from our CEO, Ash Mufareh, talk about engagement, right? Last week when we were together in the meeting and he talked about engagement. Well, in my understanding and in my mind at the time, I understand that this is my business, which I had mentioned. The actions that I'm taking from what he said, engagement is to preparing, like what I did with the Vietnamese community. I said, this is the time where you preparing to bring in the customer, preparing by what? So having the relationship with the people that you are talking to. For example, business owners. I have school districts, I have PTA, I've got, real estate brokerage. I mean, those are just some of the examples that I want to to build that relationship solidly until when Onpassive giving us the opportunity to start sharing the free product, which we are knowing that's coming up very, very soon. At that time, all I need to do was to say, Mr. So-and-so, here's a free email platform that you'll be able to use. There's no spam, and that's all I need to do. But at this point, this instant, I could say, Mr. So-and-so, something's coming up really big, and when it's the right time, I will share that with you. And that's in my understanding and in my thought about saying engaging. So I am prepare myself to stay engaged in when Onpassive launch and ready to go to bring in customers. Could you talk about that, Michael?
Sure. Well, some of our ambassadors said, well, I thought all of you would just get in and do nothing and just walk away and just come back and I just, okay, there's my money in my account, right? Now, folks, we have to understand that everything that is being done, right? I'll repeat myself again. Everything that is being done is in our best interest, okay? Onpassive is a company that is in 200 plus countries around the world, right? There's different rules and regulations that govern how a business conducts itself, what a business can do, what it can't do, what puts a business in this category versus that category, what makes this business an investment business, what makes it a security, what makes it, a direct sale, and so on and so forth, right? So we have to be mindful of that as well. So just remember, Onpassive says all you have to do is get in and you're going to win. Excuse me. So when you're engaging, right? When you log into your new Onpassive ecosystem, if you're taking ownership of your business, then why would you not spend some time to look around and see all that is there, right? That's being engaged, right? I'm looking around to see, oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? I'm being engaged, right? I'm going to check back tomorrow to see if there's anything different that's in my Onpassive ecosystem, right? That's being engaged, right? I'm paying attention to what's going on. It doesn't mean that I'm spending 8 hours, right? Onpassive is not trying to be your boss, okay? Not at all. This is your own business, right? So you can stay engaged as much as you want to stay engaged. If you so choose, like Julie mentioned, and you want to, point someone to your business, you can do so by all means, right? Onpassive understands the demographics within the company. So the company knows that there's some 88-year-old people that are in, and chances are they can't point nobody to anything. You understand? But Onpassive is still for everyone, everywhere. There may be some illiterate people, right, that are in Onpassive. Okay? Remember now, we come from all walks of life, right around the globe. So you're going to have some folks, who don't know how to read and write. But why should they miss out on such a wonderful business? Why should they not have their lives changed, right? You may have some folks that are physically challenged, right? Whether they may be blind, whether they may be deaf, whatever the case may be, right? You may have some folks that are in some remote parts of the world, okay? Why should they miss out on what we have access to, right? Isn't that part of uplifting humanity, right? Isn't that part of making a difference, right? And actually trying to help these people wherever they may be. You understand? So the company is fully aware of that. So there's something in Onpassive for everyone. There's something that all of us can do. There is something, okay? But at the end of the day, we choose, okay, what it is that we want to do. So there will be some folks that are going to be in there for 8 hours a day, right? Some people are going to do that. They have the time to do it, so they will do it. You have some folks that will point others. You know, some folks will go into their email contact list and just send a quick message to these individuals and point them to their business. Simple stuff, right? You may know one or two individuals that they missed the opportunity of getting in as a founder, right? And so now you want to say, hey, you know what? That thing I was telling you about, guess what? We've actually opened up to the public. We're actually, advertising throughout the World Cup. Here, watch this 30-second. You understand, folks? People can control what it is they want to do. At the end of the day, down the road, at some point, we're going to be able to buy traffic. We know this already, okay? So everyone should be encouraged that there's something in our business for them. And there's something that each and every one of us can do. Some will do a lot, some will do a little, okay? You do what you can, folks. I always say be the best version of yourself. And so only you know what your desired goals are, what your income goals are, what your aspirations are, okay? What it is that you're trying to achieve in life, what it is that you're trying to have Onpassive help you, to do. You may have an existing business, and so you're looking forward to this aspect or this component of Onpassive to assist you in that business, and so on and so forth, okay? Because we're all different, right? But yet we're all Onpassivians, okay? At the end of the day, we're all brand ambassadors, okay? And so we always said no one will be left behind. That is still true. Just know that you can choose your level of engagement, all right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Michael, I know that there are many founders, we'll call it brand ambassadors now, that have not plugged in the last 4 years. I mean, I did have a conversation with a few that haven't plugged in the past 4 years, or they're plugged in and then they kind of go away for a few years and then now came back. The question is, I only have one founder position, just me, myself, and me. There's no one directly, and I haven't done anything. I would like to do it now. Is that too late, Michael?
Well, it's never too late, right? It's just that obviously anyone that I invite, they just cannot be a brand ambassador. They cannot be, a founder, right? They could be a brand ambassador, but it can't be a founder, okay? Because when customers come in, if they choose to be a reseller, they're representing our brand. So they are a brand ambassador, okay? Just not a founder, right? They weren't there from the beginning, okay? They weren't there along the way to get us to where we are now, okay? But certainly, as I just mentioned, you can choose your level of engagement, right? So you can choose to engage with a lot of people about Onpassive. You can choose to engage with a little amount of people about Onpassive. But as I said, just remember, they will have the opportunity to purchase targeted traffic, okay? And that traffic will help drive visitors to their business, okay? So Onpassive is making sure that there's no stone left unturned, that everyone will succeed by providing all that is needed for us to obtain that success, right? So whether you're just waking up now, right, or you've been around and looking at all these things, at the end of the day, what matters? Customers, 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 okay? So if you're in your new OBS and you don't have any first set of customers, okay, no problem, okay? Eventually you will have some customers at some point, okay? Whether it be a day later, whether it be a month later, right? At some point you'll be able to have customers either through your own efforts or through purchasing traffic, okay? And that will help, again, direct, right? So if you're in, I just don't think there's a concern that you should be having if you're in, okay? And so everyone that's listening right now, you are in, right? That's why, you're here today, okay? And that message can go out to everyone else who are also in, that as long as you're in, you're going to win. As simple as that. Okay, if you are supporting the company, if you are for the company, okay, then guess what? You're going to win, right? And that's the bottom line, all right? That sounds fun. That sounds like a wrestling. There's a guy that you. But anyways, all right.
Michael, so many of us have not seen the changes in the back office. We call it the back office. The reason why we are using the back office, we refer to the back office because it is the back office. It hasn't come into a full-on Onpassive ecosystem yet. That's one of the reasons why Michael and I keep referring to it as the back office. Now, many of us have not seen the changes in the back office. Some of us have received many messages, questions asking people, okay, the countdown time, it's already ended. I haven't seen the ecosystem. I haven't seen the OBS. I mean, there's all sort of questions that going out there to some of the leaders out there. So to me personally, I'm not worried because I know that it's going to be done. What about you, Michael?
Worried? Okay. I don't think anyone has ever seen me worried, whether it be 4 years ago or whether it be a day ago, you know. Why worry? Okay. My motto in life, if I can't control something, Julie, if I have no control over it, I never worry about it. Because worrying is not going to accomplish anything. It's not going to give me the solution that I need, right? Instead of worrying, right, I try to find solutions, okay? And so I know with Onpassive, the solution is what? To wait. So you have the solution, so why are you worrying, okay? Wait and everything will be presented to us. Everything that you need. As I said, you know, this is not our first rodeo, right? Meaning we've transitioned multiple times, okay? Except this is like the ultimate transition now, right? But along the way, along the journey, we've transitioned, right? There was a time where we didn't have a back office, okay? So then we transitioned into that, right? And that underwent a lot of changes, okay? And here we are today. So we just have to wait. You understand? We get a little bumpy and then all of a sudden, it'll, again, go back to the plane example. Okay, I don't think I've ever been on a flight where I've had a turbulence from as soon as we take off till the time we land. Like me personally, that's never happened for me, okay? I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's just never happened. That's never my experience, right? Usually, you know, it's nice and smooth, then I get a little bit of turbulence, and after a while, okay, smooth back out again, and then maybe a little bit more turbulence, okay? And then guess what? I ended up at my destination safe and sound, okay? And so that's what Onpassive is to me, in that we're gonna get to our destination safe and sound, right? So people don't just calm, be relaxed, be patient, okay? Like even in the link, you know, the link that we have, it's no different than the other links then, right? I'm talking about link 96 and 95 and 4. It's the same thing, okay? But I would simply wait. I would wait until I get into, right, the ecosystem, right? And from there, okay, then I'll take my actions. But I would leave what's there now, okay? I'm leaving that behind. And I'm moving over into the new Onpassive ecosystem, and then I'm going to apply whatever is there. So again, people don't need to rush, panic, and you know, whatever reason they're sending all these links all of a sudden. They had all this time before, but now that we're open up to the public, now they want to send all these links out there. It's okay, just relax, folks. Wait, okay, just wait. And then you'll be able to do all of that if that's your desire, okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying it's not a healthy thing, right? Absolutely, it's a great thing to share something that you're excited about, absolutely. But keep the excitement going, and then, you know, once you're in the new OBS, okay? Once you're in the new ecosystem, from there now, you can take all the action that you want, all right?
Absolutely, Michael. I just wanted to share this with everyone that, you know, yesterday we were in the delivery room, right? Mr. Mufareh, the tech team delivering the baby called Onpassive. As a mom, I've gone through childbirth, giving birth to two of my beautiful daughters, right? Once you deliver the baby, right, there's a time where we have to wait for the nurse to clean up all the gooey, for the nurse to check on the baby, for the nurse to take them into the nursery and make sure that the baby is healthy, breathing well, feeding the baby, all of that before we parents get to see the baby. So we are on the time right now where the baby is in this nursery, and the Onpassive baby, the super unicorn, is being cared for by the tech team, by the people behind the scenes. So all we got to do is just wait and don't worry about a thing, right? Don't worry about a thing. So the best place for all of us to be, when we think about Onpassive, which we think about it every hours in the day, go into the back office, check the message, right? See the pop-up, see the dashboard, everything that we are currently seeing right now, and just wait for the instructions. That's all we need to do. Because if we start posting the solutions, the speculations, the all of that out there, it's not accurate until our CEO and the tech team addressing to all of us piece by piece. And at that time, it's a good time to go. So Michael, thank you so much for being here. Do you have anything else you would like to cover before we end this?
No, I'll just simply restate that. Remember now, the first 10 days, okay, is all about branding. The second 10 days is all about our free products. And the third 10 days is all about our paid products, okay? So what does that tell me? It tells me that we have time, folks, okay? That's what I'm saying. There's no need to rush. Okay? We have time, okay? Brandon was yesterday. Today's Brandon. Tomorrow's Brandon, okay? Just be excited that, we are transitioning now into, right, the launch of a lifetime. Be excited about that. Be excited about that, because think about where you will be, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now. Think about that. Remember, we've always said that Onpassive is not, a one-day business, right? It's not all about a single event, okay? But it's a series of events, right? Okay, a series. It's going to go on and on, folks. Okay, on and on and on and on and on. You don't just open up a business and all of a sudden you have a gazillion customers on day one. Okay, what did the company tell us they're going to do? Roll something out. Okay, scale, roll, scale. Okay, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing what they've said. Okay, and all of us are going to win because of it. Let's just continue to trust our CEO. Let's continue to trust, our company, right? And just know that, yeah, you're happy with the decision you made. So guess what? You should still be happy with the decision today. And tomorrow, you should still be happy with it, okay? And I know, lots of people, it's all about what's coming to their pockets, okay? But understand the process, how that works, okay? If you're not selling anything, how are you gonna make money? You understand, folks? Okay, so it's all being taken care of, right? Go back to understanding that there is a plan, understand the process, and then you will see, what you can do, right? What you can do to help with it. Maybe it's to, you have somebody who you invite into Onpassive, maybe you need to calm them down. Say, hey, John, it's okay, buddy. We're gonna win. That's the bottom line. We're going to win. Don't you want to win, John? Yeah, I want to win. Okay, then we're going to win. So if I know that we're going to win, I'm cool as a cucumber. All right, folks.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. We hope that this session helped you somehow. If you have questions, please listen back to this message. And if you have further questions, please go back to the webinar in the last few weeks. I think this time is a very important time for us, for all of us, to stay plugged in, to stay updated, and to stay engaged as well. How to engage in this business is to log into the back office and see the changes and take the actions if there are instructions given, right? Thank you so much, everyone.
And I'll just say one more thing. Sorry, Julie. As you mentioned, questions, right? Right now, okay, don't worry about questions. You understand? If you have questions, just wait, because your question will be answered, right? Just wait. Okay, if you're having questions, that means somebody else is probably thinking the same thing you're thinking, right? And what we're suggesting right now is simply wait. Okay, it's okay to wait. Waiting is good. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So just know, folks, that all your dreams are going to come true, right? That hasn't changed. Okay, we're in the greatest shape of our lives. There's no doubt about that. And we are in the launch of a lifetime. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Michael. And remember, everyone, take ownership of your business. Take ownership of your action. Whatever that action that you take, you will be responsible for it. So yes, we are in the launch of a lifetime. Let's continue to celebrate. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Please have a great day. Thanks, Michael.
You're most welcome. Bye now.
Bye.